kind of interesting. Back in Colorado, up here, of course, we have no sun. Rains all the time. We're depressed. In Colorado, they have skin melanoma and smoke inhalation. Shit, no wonder these two states were the first to legalize marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. That was a no-brainer decision, don't you think? Legislatures back there in Colorado going, holy shit, let's give these people something to burn other than the national forest in their homes, all right? Let's give them some smoke to inhale that'll make them feel good. And of course, up here in Washington, they're down there in Olympia going, shit, you know, people are so bummed up here. There's no sun, there's no rain. We gotta help them out. What are we gonna do? Let's give them weed. That'll help them. And it does, doesn't it? You get good and baked. Who cares if the sun never comes out? That's the way I'm looking at it. I am so excited to be living in this time right now because I gotta be honest with you, I never thought in my life I would see the day when pot would be legalized. It's incredible. For the first time in my life, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Man, that's a good feeling, too. I mean, the freedom now. You know, when I leave the house, no longer do I have to stuff a big bag of pot down the front of my pants. Hell no, I just throw it on the dashboard for everybody to take a look at as I'm driving through town. That is freedom. But you know what? It's still going to take a little time, you know, to work this out with some of the powers that be, mainly like the cops. I think they're still having a hard time with it, you know what I mean? A couple weeks ago, I'm driving down 405, got a big old bag of green bud on the dashboard of my car. There was a little sun break, a sunbeam caught the bud, it was glowing. I go driving by this highway patrolman on the side of 405. As I drive by, his eyes pop out of his head as he looks at my car. And I'm thinking, oh shit. Someone forgot to tell him there's a new law. I'm like, all right, be cool, be cool. It's legal now. You're going to be fine. All of a sudden, I look in my rearview mirror. He's following me. All of a sudden, he turns on the lights. I panicked. Tried to make a run for freedom. Oh shit, I was paranoid. Because I was high. And, no, I don't know what I was thinking. I'll tell you what I was thinking. I got to make a run for Canada. But I was going south. So I said, be cool, it's legal, be conservative, be safe. Let him know you're safe, you're not reckless. So I pulled the car off to the side of the freeway, up the embankment. Took him 5 minutes to hike up to the car. He was pissed. Well, I had time to kill that last beer as he crawled on his knees through the weeds. So I'm sitting there waiting for this cop to come out to me, and it's like, oh man, I know what's going to happen here, because this is what's happened since pot was legalized. They're trying to figure out a way to screw us. They still want to figure out a way to come after us. So what have they been talking about? DUIs, right? DUIs for smoking weed. This is such bullshit. I mean, in all the years pot has been illegal, did you ever hear anybody talk about the problems of driving under the influence of marijuana? No! Because it wasn't a problem. I've been driving stoned my whole life. The only problems I had is when I came up to a four-way stop. I'd sit there for quite some time. I think the pressure is too much. I turn around and go the other way. What the hell was it? But apparently it's become enough of an issue that they had a big test right up here in Washington. You know, CNN, the national news, picked it up. You won't remember this, about 2 or 3 months ago. They've got a driving range out here where they can simulate all the situations you'll come upon in traffic and stuff, and they wanted to bring some citizens out and get them stoned. Seriously, and put them out on this thing because they wanted to try and figure out what point are people impaired to drive under marijuana. So they had these assessment officers from the Washington State Patrol. They brought these people out, and the guys were on camera saying, now what we want to do is we want to get these citizens, you know, about 10% THC in their blood level so we can find out what the baseline is for intoxication. So these people showed up. Shit, they were all over 10%. They hadn't even started the test yet. This was just a daily number in their life, you know what I mean? So the cops get them stoned, which must have been pretty weird for the people, really. You know, here, try this. Really? Really? Am I on TV. What the... So they get these people stoned and they set them out on the driving course. And they studied them. They had video cameras rolling and they put them through all these scenarios. And at the end, this is true, the main cop was looking at the chart. He goes, well, you know what? We're a little surprised, and I got to be honest with you, they did pretty darn good. In fact, the only thing we can see that might be a problem is they all drove too slow. And I think that's the problem right there. I think the cops realize, shit, we're not going to be giving any of these stoners speeding tickets. So let's try and run them in on a DUI. So that's what I'm thinking, right? As this cop comes walking up to my car, I said, I know what he's going to be doing. And sure enough, he comes walking up to me. Roll down your window. How many joints you had tonight? Really? What, you just replaced beers for joints there, officer? You seen the weed that's out there today? Shit, if I smoked half a joint, we'd be having this conversation in the trunk of my car. How many joints? Come on, Smokey, get with the program here. He's getting a little pissed off. He goes, I think you're driving under the influence of marijuana. I said, really? How are you going to tell? He goes, I don't know, can you help me out? I don't know, why don't you have me spit? See if I have cotton mouth. That's a good place to start. Ask me if I'm hungry. Ask me if I'm really hungry. Better yet, throw those donuts in your car out on the road, see how fast I fly out the window to get them. How's that work for you? We're so overdue for this. I gotta tell you, man, of all the drugs in this society, pot is the most benign. It really is. It's the safest. Pharmaceutical companies are just pumping drugs down our throat left and right. Of course, we all love our booze. But that doesn't come without a few hitches, does it? I mean, it's Saturday night. You know, all over the metro area after the bars close, there can be people on the parking lot throwing down, brawling, all because they're drinking. You don't see that shit with pot. No, you don't, man. You don't see two stone guys fighting. They might think they're gonna fight. It's like, hey, dude, I'm calling you out, man. Right now, out in the parking lot. All right, dude. Let's do it. You go first, dude. Get ready, dude. You're going out, man. Yeah, dude. Dude. What the fuck are we fighting about? I don't know. I can't remember. Come on, let's go have a drink and figure this shit out. I mean, you know, people need to open their minds, and I'm talking, we're all on the program here, but I'm talking about the government officials. They need to see the value of legalized marijuana. Now, I told you they did the study, they found out people drive too slow on pot. Well, holy shit, this is the key to our whole traffic problem. We need to make stone driving mandatory up here. Because you know what? You're driving slower, and you're actually, you know, you don't have road rage when you're driving high. You just don't get mad when you're stoned. And I think this could be the problem to figuring out how to fucking merge after all these years. Because let me tell you, since I've been away, I've come back, and we still don't have that thing figured out, do we, folks? It's unbelievable, isn't it? You know the scenario. Here's one great place we've all been at. 520, trying to merge onto 405 southbound, right? Holy shit, the line backs up for 2 miles, but there are people who don't want to play by the rules. There are people trying to merge in 10 feet before the barrel. And of course, everybody's in line. Like, no fucking way are you getting in line, asshole. We've been waiting. We've been waiting. Now, if you're stoned, you don't care if somebody cuts in line. It happened to me a couple weeks ago. You know, it was all backed up people trying to cut in. They're blocking off lanes. So I'm like, all right. I'm like doing this to a guy right here. Right? Come on, go ahead. You get in front of me. He's like, you didn't trust me. Oh, yeah, this probably happened before. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Get in front of me. salmon. We are idiots. I'm telling you what, I've never seen more ineptness when it comes to trying to merge. In fact, looking at the situation, it's become apparent to me that we are dumber than salmon. Think about it. You know, when the salmon spawn, when they're coming out of all the rivers, the streams, the creeks, the tributaries, into the big river, man, it's seamless. Millions of them. Just us? We can't do it. We're stupider than salmon. I want you to think about that next time you're trying to merge. And it's backed up and you don't know whether to stop or go or let somebody in. Just think to yourself, I'm fucking dumber than salmon. Oh, God. God help us.